at the midpoint in the fourth week of our great Lenten season. Now, recalling that last Sunday we celebrated what the church customarily calls Laetare Sunday, which that word, Latin word, laetare, means to rejoice. It comes from the first word of the entrance antiphon for the fourth Sunday of Lent. And the whole point is we're not supposed to be happy that Lent is more than half over, but we are supposed to rejoice in the fact that our greatest feast day of the year is drawing closer and closer. But today, I would like to just point our attention to the next Sunday, the fifth Sunday of Lent. In an earlier time, the church referred to this Sunday and then the entire fifth week as Passion Sunday and Passion Week, as distinct from the following Sunday and week, beginning with Palm Sunday and Holy Week. Passion Sunday and then each day of the week of the fifth week of Lent, our attention is, or will be, I should say, focused, especially in the gospel passages for each day, on the growing and the looming shadow of the cross, which Jesus will, with great love and humility, accept on the day of his execution and actually be put to death on. But the whole point of Passion Week was, or at least calling this week and Sunday Passion Sunday and Passion Week, was to alert us to how sin and temptation to sin can overtake us if we are not vigilant and watchful about our own precious gift of faith. And each gospel is going to remind us that even the Lord Jesus was pursued by Satan through the meanness and hatred of those who were determined to put Jesus to death and get him out of their lives. And yet Jesus remains constant, he remains obedient to the will of his Father, and most especially, even though the anger and the hatred of those who wish to put him to death grows and becomes ever clearer and more adamant, what happens is that Jesus does not change. He still, with great love, tells them the truth and still invites them to have a change of heart, a true conversion, to believe in him and set aside their sins of hatred and division. And so as we approach this coming Sunday, the fifth Sunday, and then the week, the fifth week of Lent, let us keep in mind that what the church is asking of us is to be ever more vigilant and more careful in our daily lives of faith about how insidious and damaging and destructive temptation and sin are if we do not only resist them, but reject them. So I ask you to continue with great devotion and fidelity to your practices of prayer and charity and sacrifices in this great and holy penitential season of Lent.